So welcome to workout 3, where we start to really target into those deep core muscles. Okay, your transverse abdominis muscles. So these are the ones that are like your corset, your internal corset goes all the way around your waist and just holds everything in together. So they're important muscles to re-strengthen. They're the ones that kind of bring everything back in and help to flatten your tummy. Okay, so just bring yourself down onto your side and then roll over onto your back again. And before we begin into the core stuff, we're just going to do a quick reminder of the breath, okay? So hands up onto your rib cage, take your breath in through the nose, feel the rib cage expand and feel your belly inflate. And then on your out breath, feel the rib cage close in together and feel the belly button draw backwards and inwards towards your spine. Good, breathe in, inflate, and then breathe out, close the ribs and pull the belly button backwards. So this breath is key to everything, okay? Especially to these new core exercises that we're practicing today. So the first one that we're going to do is just a little leg slide, okay? So take your breath in, and then maybe with your hands on your hip bones, on your exhale, we're going to just slide the right leg out along the floor. Hands on your hips to remind you to keep your pelvis stable, and then breathe in, bring the leg back in. Exhale, take your left leg out. And then inhale, bring it back in. Okay, so if you have your hands here kind of just resting on your hip bones, you'll hopefully feel something happening with those little muscles all in that lower part of your abdominal area. Good, exhaling, stretching out, inhaling, pulling back. Now if that feels enough for you, I want you to be tuning into your own body. If that feels like enough, you just stick with that, okay? And then progress up into these next exercises that I'm going to talk you through, just whenever you're ready, okay? So the next one is we're just going to bring the legs up into the tabletop position. So again, take a breath in to prepare, and then on your exhale, lift your right leg up into tabletop, and then lift the left leg up. So we're going to make sure that we keep those hips at 90 degrees, so we're not bringing the knees too far in. Okay, we're keeping them nicely at this 90-degree angle. Now hopefully just holding your legs here in this position, you feel those lower abdominals starting to work. Okay, then we just lower back down. And then go again. Exhale, lift and lift. So it's as you bring that second leg up, you should start to feel a little bit of a contraction in of the lower abdominals. Now again, if this feels like it's enough for you, you just stay at this level. Stay on this exercise. Let's do a few where we lift the left leg first now. So lift left. Think about your spine, think about your belly as you lift the right leg. Then lower and lower. So you really want to keep the positioning of your spine the same on the floor. And lower and lower. So there's no arching of the spine. Okay, now next level up is we're going to take it into some heel drops. So we start with the legs in tabletop position. This is now your starting position. Okay, and then flex your feet. So your toes are pulling backwards towards your shins. Now we keep the angle at your knee at this 90 degrees, and we're just going to hinge at the hip. So take in a breath, and then on your exhale, flattening the belly, lower that right heel to the floor, and then lift it back on your in-breath. Then exhale, flattening the belly, lower your left heel down, and pull back up. Good, and just keep on going, paying attention to any little niggles that might be happening in your lower back. And if you do feel any kind of discomfort or pain, you just stop this exercise right away, okay? And just put both feet down onto the floor, or just hug your knees into your chest. But if you do feel okay, you can just keep on going, concentrating on flattening the belly, every time you lower the heel down to the floor. Good, and when you're bringing the legs back, you make sure you're not bringing them too close in to your chest, to your belly. So you keep the hips at this 90-degree angle. Good, one more each side, lower and lift, lower and lift. Good. And then just hug the knees into your chest, rock a little bit from side to side. So those are great exercises for you to practice and work on. Maybe you can, hit pause and just practice them now doing a few rounds. Maybe try 3 rounds of 8 or 10 and just see how you get on. But hopefully if you practice those every day, you will start to feel a real increase in the strength in your lower back and your abdominal muscles. Good, so then we're going to come over onto our hands and knees and start working the glutes. So glutes are really important because they're one of the biggest muscles that we have, and they're really important because they hold our legs in position and help with keeping your pelvis nice and stable and steady. So it's important that we strengthen them. So we're going to start off either on your wrists or on your hands, or you can come down onto your forearms. Okay, I'm going to show you on your forearms just because quite often a lot of us get pain in our wrists, especially after pregnancy. Okay, so we're going to start with donkey kicks. So we're going to lift the leg up towards the ceiling. So we'll start with your right leg. So take a breath in, and then on your exhale, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the ceiling, keeping the bend in the knee, and do 3 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, and then lower it down, but try not to touch it down completely. Good, and lower, up again. 1, 2, 3, squeezing into the glutes, and up again. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Exhaling up, 2, 3. And again, exhale up, 2, 3. Good. 3 more on this right leg. Up, 2, 3. Exhale up, 2, 3. And last one. Up, 2, 3. Good. Now swap over to your left leg. Big breath in, and then exhale, lift, up, 2, 3. Good. Breathe in, exhale, up, 2, 3, and lower, and again, up, 2, 3. Perfect. Good. Remember your belly breath. Exhale, pull the belly button backwards. Good. 4 more. Up, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. Good. 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Good. Just take a wee moment to take the pressure off your arms and just sit back onto your hips or onto your heels. Okay, then we're going to come back and do straight leg circles. Okay, so again, starting position is down either on your elbows or up on your hands, just whichever you prefer. If you are on your hands, make sure you don't lock the elbows out. Okay, so keep a little bit of softness in the elbows. Okay, so I'll show you this one just from the hands. So take your right leg straight out behind you. Just come forwards a little bit. So take your right leg straight out behind you, and then draw circles in one direction, moving the leg from the hip. Good. Keeping the circle as small as you need it to be. It doesn't need to be enormous. Good, and then we'll change direction of the circle. Try to keep that leg up at hip height, so you're not doing all these circles down here. Trying to keep it up slightly, so you get a nice little squeeze of the glute muscles. Good. And And then lower that leg in. Now switch over to your left leg, straight out behind you, and start to draw circles in one direction. Good, keep going. And then change direction of the circle, keeping the leg up at hip height. Good, okay, then bring that knee back in. And again, a little rest, just sit back onto your heels. Maybe circle through your wrists if you were resting on your hands there, just to take a bit of pressure off your wrists. And then now, one final exercise for the glutes. So again, either on your hands, if your wrists are suffering, maybe try coming up onto your fists, or go back down onto your forearms. Okay, this is the side leg lift, so maybe good to show you sort of from an angle. Okay, so I'll show you this side of doing the right leg first. Okay, so take your breath in, and then on your exhale, you're going to lift the leg up to the side and do 3 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, and lower. Good, so exhale, 1, 2, 3, and lower. 1, 2, 3, and lower. And when you're lowering, try not to actually touch the leg down. You're just sort of bringing it back into the center, but not resting it down completely. Up, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. Good, 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Okay, then we'll swap over to the left side. Take your breath in, and then exhale. Lift, 2, 3, and in. Good. Up, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last 2. Up, 2, 3. And last one. Up, 2, 3. Perfect. Good. Just sit back onto your heels. Stretch yourself forwards. Your arms sometimes feel that more than anything, as well as you're, putting a lot of pressure on your arms. Okay, good. Now we're going to do a little bit of back work. So you come down to lie on your tummy and have your arms extended up in front. Now, with your forehead down to begin with, take your breath in, and then on your exhale, we're just going to lift opposite arm and opposite leg. So on your exhale, lift your right arm, and your head and your chest lift as well, and lift your left leg. Then inhale, release. Exhale, lift your left arm and right leg, and release. Good, and keep going, alternating side to side. Good, a few more. Last one. Okay, now we're going to lift just the upper part, so just your arms and your head and your chest. Keep those feet and legs down on the ground. Take a breath in, and then on your exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good, one more. Good, then we're going to swap and do just the legs. So bring your hands together so you can rest your forehead on your hands. Then take a breath in, and on your exhale, just lift the legs off the floor. Trying to get a little bit of air and space underneath your thighs, but try not to bend your knees. So we're not just lifting like this, okay? We're lifting from the hip. Good, last few. Okay, then extend the arms again, and we're going to do a few where we lift both arms and legs off the floor. So breath in, and then on your exhale, lift, inhale, release. Exhale, lift, inhale, release. And two more. Perfect. Then just bring your hands down beside you. Push yourself back up onto your hands and knees and just come up into a nice cat stretch, arching up across your shoulder blades just to stretch out your spine. And then push back, sit down onto your heels if your knees allow you, okay, and just stretch forwards. Excellent, and that is you. Workout finished. I hope you enjoyed.